What's up, motherfuckers? You wanted it, you got it. This is Unleash the Brutality, episode 1. And we are going to do a flight episode here with my buddy, Mr. Eric Dust. This is the man, the myth, the legend, who got me into all these amazing beers in the first place. I would not be going after these top-of-the-line brews if it weren't for this dude. Eric, say a word to the crowd.
I love beer, I love metal, keep it real, crush metal, crush beer. Yeah.
There you go. Fuck
15
yeah.
years doing this, 3,500 beers rated on Rate Beer, so.
Fuck yeah. All right. We've got 4 unique pours right here. Mr. Eric, can you tell me, is there any one of these that you've had before?
Yes, but it's been a long time. It's the third beer here on the right, the Red IPA. It's the Old Ruffian barrel-aged barley wine from Great Divide Brewing Company in Denver, Colorado.
All right. So most of this is going to be brand new to the both of us. Stay tuned. All right. So the first beer we are going over is from Ninkasi Brewing in Eugene, Oregon. This is Dawn of the Red, a red IPA.
It's not very red hue, if you can see here in the...
Yeah, that's a very, very amber hue.
Very orangey, actually. It's kind of hazy. There's like sediments, particulates, just kind of floating in the midst of the whole beer.
Damn, I'm getting the hops right from the smell.
It's hops, orangey, kind of citric. Definitely not Arnold's thing.
Yeah. Nah, I don't dig IPAs too much because what he calls hoppiness, I call bitterness. Mm-hmm. And no thank you, not a fan of my bitter beer.
I don't know, we don't know what the vintage is on this beer, but it smells a little bit oxidized. It could be a few months old. So it doesn't have the punchy hoppiness that you would expect from an IPA. It's a little bit muddled and dull. I bet if this was fresh, it would have been pretty good, but I'm going to ding it again. On the bottle, it says it's a red IPA. That's definitely not a red hue. So
yeah.
It needs more malt to be a red IPA.
Yeah.
There's barely any malt.
I wouldn't say it's all that great either. It's got just a little bit of... Would you say it's got a little bit of caramel flavor to it for an IPA?
Not a little bit, but that's maybe more of the oxidation than anything.
Yeah, probably.
But if it was a red IPA, like they advertised, it would have a big caramel malt presence in it.
Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit more citrusy.
Absolutely. Like I said, I mean, this could be a good beer if it was maybe a month or two old, but I think this has gone beyond its freshness potential.
Yeah. All right, on to the next one.
Sorry, Ninkasi.
Okay, so this next one is one that I have had before. It's from 1090 Brewing, which is an awesome brewery out of Glenview, Illinois. It is their Imperial Wit beer. Belgian-style ale brewed with honey and spices. It is a 10.1% ABV.
Imperial Wit beer, eh? Mm-hmm. Let's see. It's kind of a light orange hue. Some particulates. I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but for a wit beer, it looks pretty regulation. However, it could be a little bit hazier, actually.
A lot of orange peel and coriander in the sniff.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of... There's some husky malt in there, too. You get a little bit of sweetness. Much sweeter than I expected on the palate. It has a little bit of that Belgian yeast twang, I'd call it, going on. A slight pinch of alcohol, 10%. You should expect that from a beer this high.
Smooth aftertaste, smooth finish.
I like the finish. It's got that spiciness that you want from a Vit beer.
Yeah, the sweetness definitely comes from that honey that they were talking about, I think.
Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. But no, I really, really like this. At this point, when it's got such a high ABV, it's a little bit less of a wit beer and a little bit more of like a Belgian strong ale.
Belgian
like
triple,
yep. Yeah, but tastes really, really excellent.
Mm-hmm. I would call this like, a hybrid triple, basically. It's very good, though. And the funny thing is 1050 is the name of the brewery, Arnold?
1090.
1090.
1050?
1050, yeah. Well, it happens
1090.
Happens to be kind of in our...
1090.
In our home neck of the woods out in Chicagoland area. I never heard of the brewery until Arnold here shared the bottle with me.
I've had a lot of good brews from this brewery, including this one before. I didn't want to mention anything to Dust, but there you go. Now you have our unbiased opinion. The next beer we have is from Great Divide Brewing Company, which is in... Where'd you say this is, Dust?
Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. This is their barrel-aged Old Ruffian barley wine style ale. This is the 2015 vintage. They make this brand new every single year, so about 2 years is a really, really good aging point for a barley wine.
Yeah, it kind of mellows out the hoppiness, kind of melds the hops and the malt very more smoothly than it would be when it's fresh. That smells awesome.
Oh.
Big dark fruits. You can get the barrel big
yeah,
time.
A little bit of that bourbon.
Yep.
A little plum.
Definite dark fruit. That's that dark fruit thing going on. There's still a little bit of hops in there. It's kind of like a... I give it like a characteristic of like toasted, like sharp. It's real sharp hops.
I would definitely concur with the toastedness and the flavor too. There's definitely like a toasted malt flavor in there. You get a little bit of that alcohol, especially in the finish. A little bit of a burn in the back of your throat.
Woody hops.
Yeah, woody hops.
Yeah, hops and wood, and because of the barrel aging. Yeah, it's damn good.
Oh,
that's damn good.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, and then, for 12, is it 12.2 or something?
Something like that. 10.2 actually.
Okay. Yeah, the alcohol's there, but it's very well hidden with the big malts, big hops. The barrel aging definitely takes away from that alcohol heat for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Final beer of the tasting is from Santiam Brewing in Salem, Oregon. This is Bluegrass Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout, a 10% ABV barrel aged stout. All right.
So we're probably talking about a Russian Imperial here.
Yeah.
The nose, it's very traditional to style. You got the barrel aged, you got the dark malt, you got the kind of the roasted, burnt char.
I'm definitely picking up on the char.
Maybe a hint of dark chocolate as well. The char is huge. There's that flavor.
Yeah, I'm picking up a very, very charred hint to it. Almost like when you slightly overcook the top of your steak. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up there in that charredness.
But as Arnold described, this is a brand new beer. It only has 1 rating on Rate Beer. Mm-hmm. It's a very young vintage too, and because of that, it has kind of the beer hasn't aged very well, so it's got kind of a green apple thing going on.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna ask you if I'm fucking crazy for thinking that there's a little bit of an apple note in there on a stout.
Yep.
But no, there's definitely one there.
Yep. That's either from lack of aging and or slight infection. It's a good, well-made beer, but it's that green apple note's kind of detracting from me.
Yeah. I would agree. It takes away from pretty much every flavor that really ought to be there with the stout.
Yep.
Takes away from the slight dark chocolate and the dark fruit notes.
Gives it almost a sourness.
It does.
Which is detracting.
It's very detracting. Yeah. That one's not so much a winner. Okay, guys, so if you want to follow us as well on the Untapped app, I'm Arnold Plays Guitar like I am on every other fucking social media out there. And
I'm EJD715.
EJD715.
And on Rate Beer, I'm Terminus, as in the Dark Tranquility song, Terminus.
And I'm not on Rate Beer because I'm not cool. Okay, Eric, so being that we're on Untapped and being that that's exactly where we're going as soon as we're done shooting this stupid video, what would you say would be the scores that we are thinking for these? Let's start off with the Red IPA.
Sure. With this Ninkasi Red IPA, like I said, I'm going to rate it as it sits right now. We're looking like a 2.5, 2.75 range.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
This had potential to be in the mid 3s, maybe even upper 3s, but that oxidation just kills it. It's a well-made beer, just needs to be fresh.
Mm-hmm. And then as far as the 1090...
The Imperial Wit beer?
Yeah, I think I've had different freshness of it, or maybe a different style of Imperial Wit beer from 1090 before, because this isn't quite as, oh my god, this is incredible, as one that I've had before. So I would probably put this at 4.25.
I'm in like the 3.75-4 range on this.
Okay.
It's very well made beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not oxidized or anything.
The sweetness
It's just a
makes it
little sweet.
really awesome to me.
Yeah.
I know that you like something a little bit more
drier.
complex, but
I
yeah.
want something more dry.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's more like a triple at this point. So
Right. And then I know you feel very strongly about the Old Ruffian.
yeah, we're in the 4.25, 4.5 range on this.
Mm-hmm. I'll go
definitely 4.25 easy.
I'll go with 4.25 on that as well. It's just, to me, when I have a barley wine, I like something that's just a little bit richer in terms of flavor. This is almost a little smoother for a barley wine.
Almost thin, almost.
Almost,
It's almost a sessionable barley wine, if you could even call it that. But
Maybe a 4.
yeah, okay.
I'm thinking a 4.
Okay.
And then on our...
This is sad.
yeah.
This had potential. It's a well-made beer minus the infection. It might not even be infection. It might just be lack of aging in the fermentation process. But as it sits, we're looking at 2.75.
I'm thinking so, yeah. 2.75.
Yeah.
You know, which is a damn shame, being that it's a bourbon barrel-aged stout. I mean, some of you guys know from other videos. Some of you guys know from seeing me down at the Aristides party at NAMM. Hi, guys. That I love my bourbon barrel... hey, it's good beer. I love my bourbon barrel-aged beer so much. And for this to be kind of underwhelming and to have kind of distracting notes in the flavor is just kind of underwhelming and disappointing.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, it had a lot of potential. I mean, this is a
And it
fairly
didn't
new
live up to
brewery,
it.
so...
Yeah.
And it's part of their like high-end beer series with the wax-coated caps and everything. So we'll see what the brewery does in the future.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep in tune with them.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, and he's rated other beers from the brewery, and he said they were very good, so I'll take a look for them.
Yep. All right. So thank you guys so very much for tuning in. This was our first actual bona fide beer review video on this channel, the Arnold Plays Guitar channel. I'm thinking we are not going to be doing a separate channel for the beer reviews. This is just going to be a new segment that we are going to continue with. Unleash the Brutality. This is episode 1. Let us know what you think. Let us know if we could have done better, or let us know if there's other beers that you would like us to try, perhaps. Might not be the easiest thing to get a hold of, but who knows? Maybe we'll take your suggestions to heart.
Yeah, and if any of you have had any of these beers, chime in and say, hey, I had a better version of that beer like a year or two ago.
Yeah, we'd love to hear it.
Mine wasn't infected or something. Yeah, we'd like to hear those feedback.
Mm-hmm. So drop us a line, leave us a comment in the comment section below. Otherwise, please like this video, subscribe to it, and share the fuck out of it.
Skål!
Skål!